Now that La Crosse voters have chosen their new mayor, the city is getting ready for the big switch.
News 8's Jenna Traum takes a closer look at how Tim Kabat will make his transition into office.
It's been just over 100 days since Kabat announced he was going to run for mayor. Now that election night has come and gone, he tells me his new focus is on planning for his first 100 days in office. As Tim Kabat watched the results come in on election night, he was blown away by his 2-to-1 margin of victory.
We had kind of a nice family moment with my wife and kids right there saying, you know, okay, this is happening.
But now that the party's over, Kabat says he has some serious work to do.
We want to make sure that we have a really good plan for the first 100 days so we can hit the ground running.
That means one-on-one meetings with department heads and council members within the next week, with a focus on neighborhood revitalization and crime reduction. He also plans to meet up with current mayor Matt Harder, who says his best advice for the incoming mayor is to make sure he listens to the people who elected him into office.
Well, I would say always consult with the people and keep the people's will in mind, because that's what our government is set up to do, is to serve the needs of the people.
As Kabat gets ready to start his new job, he's also preparing to leave his current one as the executive director of Downtown Main Street Incorporated. The nonprofit's executive committee met this afternoon to talk about their search for his replacement.
Well, I'll quote one of our board members, and he said that only 99% of him was hoping that Tim would win the election, because that 1% knew that we'd had to find a replacement.
Kabat says he's confident the next executive director will be able to carry on DMI's current momentum, but there will be some challenges.
We still have work to do. There's still storefronts that are vacant that we want to work on, seeing some new businesses created, renovating the upper floors and getting new housing downtown.
And even though DMI may be losing its leader, it's gaining a good friend in the mayor's office. Kabat will be sworn in as mayor on April 16th. Mayor Matt Harder tells me he's going on a big vacation starting the very next day. Then he's going to work in the private sector.
All right, thanks, Jenna. The board president of Downtown Main Street tells us it's possible the nonprofit could hire an interim director while they search for a permanent one to fill Kabat's shoes.